two, what is at the root of that feeling? What is at the root of that feeling? You need to check in with God on a regular basis so that your emotions don't control you, but rather you control your emotions. But I've been trying to help the people of God to understand that increase is not just about your money. That increase is and deals with every area of your life. So when the word teaches us whatsoever a man or woman sows, that shall they also reap. That's not just about money. That is about different areas of your life that really you sow based on what you are that you are expecting to reap. And so we started talking about this Bible study a number of weeks ago, and we talked about sowing faithfully and reaping abundantly. Sowing faithfully and reaping abundantly, and that ought to be our goal. But I also want to remind you that seeds produce after themselves. They produce after like kind, which means you want an apple tree, of course, you plant apple seeds. And so one of the things that I'm trying to help you to hone in on in this Bible study is being very specific and intentional about what you sow based on what it is that you desire to reap. And so we talked about over these last several weeks, we've been talking about some foundational truths and understandings that were just imperative and important for us to dive into the Word of God. One is the law of harvest is universal. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Galatians 6 and 7. God multiplies what we sow. In other words, you may sow a seed, but from a seed you can reap a harvest. We learned that in 2 Corinthians chapter number 9, verse number 10. And sowing requires faith. God calls us to put faith on our sowing. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, in due season, we will reap if we faint not. Galatians chapter 6, verse number 9. So we've been talking about this whole idea of sowing and reaping. It's bigger than money, and so I need you to understand that bigger than money. We did a lot of, I won't rehash everything that we've talked about, but I do want to rehash some things because it's going to bless us later. It's going to bless us as we talk about some other things. So just some key insights, I want to make sure everybody is on target. You reap what you sow. There was a direct connection between seed and harvest. You reap in a different season than what you sow, which means just because you sow it now don't mean you're going to reap from that right now.